All right. Hello, yogis. And welcome to our Wednesday Connect restorative practice. So, for the next couple weeks, I'm just going to do 15-minute classes. So, these classes are intended for when you're in a bit of a time pinch and you still want to make it to your mat. So, average of about 15 minutes. So, it's going to take intention and mindfulness in order to come into relaxation within our restorative practice right off the bat. You're going to need some props. So I have two blocks here. I have a bolster, which can also be a long, firm pillow. And then I have a blanket. And we are going to use all of the props for our first posture. We're going to open today's practice in a supported butterfly pose. So taking your blanket, rolling it up, placing it at the back of your mat, and then taking your bolster and leaning it along that blanket so that you can create a nice backrest here. And then bring the tailbone right to the base of that bolster. Soles of the feet come together and let those knees come out wide using the blocks to support the knees. And again, if you don't have blocks, know that a pillow or a rolled up towel will work just as well. And then start to lay yourself back. Let your hands come down by your side. I invite you to close down your eyes and stay connected to your breath. Let the breath draw you inward, feeling into the expansion of the inhale and the release of the exhale. In this moment, giving your body permission to fully relax. In this moment, giving your mind permission to slow down. And in this moment, giving yourself permission to feel whatever you feel, to allow yourself to feel into the emotions, be okay with what you feel, be okay with how you feel, allowing your emotional awareness and intelligence to come to the surface of your mind. This month, we're focused on awakening to our physical wisdom, our mental awareness, and our emotional intelligence, awakening to these different layers of ourselves. Maybe awakening to how these different layers are connected, how our physical self generates our thoughts, and our thoughts generate our emotions. Being aware of this link and connection. Awakening to any judgments or criticisms that we might have toward our physical self, toward our thoughts, or toward our feelings. And know that there is room, space, and capability for nurturing and acceptance and love of our physical, mental, and emotional self. Let's take a few more deep breaths here. Allow yourself to really relax into this pose. Let's take a few more deep breaths here. Take a moment to be grateful for this practice, this time on your mat. Flip your palms, palm facing down. Slowly, gently press your upper body up. Let's guide our knees back together. Take a moment to extend the legs out, and let's just take a moment to kind of pedal out the legs, gently pedaling out those legs. The next posture we're going to come into, we're going to take our bolster and place it underneath our knees. You can take your blocks and place them off to the side. And then leave that blanket, I would leave it folded up to support the back of your head. So let yourself come down onto your back. Let that blanket support your head. And let's bring one hand onto the heart and one hand onto the belly. Find that placement with your legs. So if you don't have a bolster, your pillow is fine. You can roll up a towel and place it underneath the knees. Take a moment to kind of tuck the tailbone under and let as much of the spine connect to the floor as possible. And one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. And let's come back to our breath. And let's take a few rounds of balanced breath here. Balanced breath is one of the most relaxing breath practices that I have discovered. And how it works is on your own inhale, take a deep breath in and count up on that inhale. And then pause at the top and then count down from the inhale for the exhale. So let's say you count up to the count of 8 on your inhale, pause, and then count down from 8 on your exhale. And then the next one, you take a deep breath in, taking in as much air as you can. Maybe this time the count is 10 and pause, and then count down from 10 for that exhale. So you're balancing out your inhale and your exhale. And it's okay if the number changes from one inhale to the next, as long as your inhale and your exhale stay to the same count. Let's take at least 3 more rounds of balanced breath. If your mind wanders, draw your awareness back to your breath. Just allow the breath to be that mental focal point. And as you take these balanced breaths, observe and notice, how do you feel with that balanced breath? And what has shifted in your breath? So has the breath expanded? Has your count increased? And then shift that bolster or blanket or pillow off to the side, and we'll come in for our final resting pose. Finding that final resting pose in your body. Maybe you allow your hands to come down by your side, palms facing up, palms facing down. As we shift into Shavasana, Shavasana translates to corpse pose, allowing yourself to continue to fully relax. Taking this time to release and relax, to connect to the breath, to really slow down. Let's take 5 more rounds of breath exactly as you are. Deep inhale through the nose. And let's open mouth, exhale, breathe it out. Deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, breathe it out, let it go. Deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, breathe it out, let it go. 2 more, big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. Full breath out. Bring your knees into your chest. You can gently rock from side to side. Rub the backs of your legs, rock yourself up. Let's close out our practice in our easy seat. Ground down into your sitting bones. Press your palms together. Tuck your chin to your chest. Know that any time that you can spend on your mat is worth your time. Whether it's 90 minutes, 75 minutes, 60 minutes, 45, 30, 15, any time that you can devote to your wellness, your well-being is worth your time. Thank you for showing up for yourself today, for relaxing, for giving yourself permission to settle in. The light, the love, the wisdom in me sees, honors, reflects, and encourages the light, the love, the wisdom in you. Namaste. I hope to see you again on your mats very, very soon. And until then, may your light be your guide.